Hello and welcome to Global Insight, where we update you on the latest events around the world. I'm Joy Adesua Iromoseli. In the main stories making global headlines right now, Al-Shabaab militants kill more than 160 Ethiopian soldiers. China flies 103 military planes towards Taiwan in a recent record. Malaysia to double palm oil exports to China. Now to begin Global Insight today, no fewer than 167 Ethiopian soldiers were killed in an ambush by militants of the Al-Shabaab in western Somalia. Surviving Ethiopian soldiers had been captured and the advance of Ethiopian troops had been stopped. According to reports, the militants also destroyed Ethiopian military equipment and seized a large amount of weapons. The Ethiopian Armed Forces and the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia have not yet commented on the attack. The Ethiopian military tried to strengthen its forward operating base in the town of Wajir, which has been under militant control for almost a decade. The Al-Shabaab terrorist group is an armed group affiliated with the Al-Qaeda terrorist network and has claimed responsibility for many terrorist operations that have killed hundreds of people in Africa. The armed group repeatedly attacks government troops and peacekeeping forces of the African Union of Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia, and in other parts of the country, and has carried out several brazen operations in other parts of Africa as well. Now, in another development, China's military has sent 103 warplanes towards Taiwan in a 24-hour period in what the island's defense ministry says is a daily record in recent times. The planes were detected between 6 a.m. on Sunday and 6 a.m. today, being Monday. As is customary, they turned back before reaching Taiwan. China, which claims Taiwan as part of its territory, has conducted increasingly large military drills in the air and waters around Taiwan as tensions have grown between the two and with the United States. The U.S. is Taiwan's main supplier of arms and opposes any attempt to change Taiwan's status by force. Taiwan's defense ministry stated that 40 of the planes crossed the symbolic halfway point between mainland China and the island. It also reported 9 naval vessels in the previous 24 hours. The ministry called the Chinese military action harassment that it warned could escalate in current tense atmosphere. China's last week sent flotilla of ships, including the aircraft carrier Shandong, into waters near Taiwan. The drills came shortly after the US and Canada sailed warships through the Taiwan Strait, the waters that separate the island from the mainland. Now also, Malaysia has stated that it will double palm oil export to China to 500,000 tons annually as the Southeast Asian nation moves against Europe restrictions. The plan was made public on Sunday at the 20th China ASEAN Expo in the southern Chinese city of Nanyuan, where representatives of the country signed an investment deal worth $4.23 billion to develop warehouses, logistics, and waste-to-energy power plants in Malaysia. Among the deals is a more than $500 million memorandum of understanding between Malaysia's state-owned SIM Dabi Oils International and Guangxi Beibu Gulf International Port Group, which will build a trading and distribution center for refined palm oil in the Chinese city of Quinzhou. The facility will have an annual transaction volume of 500,000 tons to meet growing demands across the country. China is among the top importers of palm oil from Malaysia, the world's second biggest producer, alongside India, Turkey, Kenya, and Japan. Since 2009, China has been Malaysia's top trading partner, and last year, the Southeast Asian nation's exports to China grew by 9.4%. Also, the countries together have built joint industrial parks in both countries to boost ties. China has moved to increase trade with Southeast Asia in the face of soaring tensions with the US and other developed economies. Elsewhere, the U.S. military has asked for the public's help to try and locate one of its F-35 fighter jets after its pilot ejected from the aircraft. It went missing on Sunday afternoon when the pilot was flying in the southern state of South Carolina. The pilot is in a stable condition in hospital, but officials cannot find the multi-million-dollar jet. Officials said they are focusing their search around 2 lakes north of the city of Charleston. The F-35 is one of the world's most advanced fighter jets. It is not yet clear why the pilot ejected from the aircraft. The pilot ejected safely and was transferred to a local medical center in stable condition. Emergency response team are still trying to locate the F-35. It encouraged anyone with information that could help its recovery team to contact its operations center. And finally, on Global Insights today, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has called on Elon Musk, the head of electric car maker Tesla, to establish a factory in Turkey during a meeting in New York. President Erdogan, who is in the U.S. to attend the UN General Assembly, also discussed potential cooperation between Musk's space exploration firm SpaceX and Turkey's space program. A spokesperson stated that Erdogan told Musk that Turkey would welcome cooperation on artificial intelligence and Starlink SpaceX satellite internet service. Musk disclosed that SpaceX wanted to secure the necessary license to offer Starlink in Turkey. Turkish Industry and Technology Minister Mehmet Fatih Keker, who attended the meeting, said Musk described Turkey as being among the most important candidates for Tesla investment. He also added that Musk and Erdogan also discussed Turkey's armed aerial drone programs. And that's it on Global Insights today. Many thanks for joining us. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube page. It is Voice of the People TV, and on other social platforms at VOP TV Live. I'm Joy Adesuwa Iramoseli. Good afternoon.